present about the HTML basic. Well, of course, I'm going to present about HTML because this is very important with regards to web page development. I have prepared three course objectives. First is to know what is HTML and its importance in developing web pages. Second is to know the basic structure of an HTML code. And third is to create a web page using basic HTML markup tags. This is an example of an HTML markup tag. It presents here different markup tags that will make a web page. What is HTML? HTML is a language for describing web pages. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. HTML is not a programming language, it is a markup language. A markup language is a set of markup tags. The markup tags describe how text should be displayed. So in an HTML, this will be displayed using the web browsers. HTML markup tags are usually called the HTML tags. HTML tags are keywords surrounded by angle brackets, like this example. HTML tags normally come in pairs, like H1 and /H1. So this will display a heading 1 text. The first tag in a pair is the start tag. The second tag is the end tag. But in the given example, we have observed that H1 and /H1, which means that H1 is the start tag, while the /H1 is the end tag. Note that the start and end tags are also called the opening and closing tags. What is an HTML file? An HTML file is a text file with HTML tags. An HTML file name must end with HTM or HTML. An HTML file can be created using a simple text editor, and at the same time, an HTML file is often called an HTML document or a web page. Of course, you need to save your work using Notepad and at the same time with an extension of .htm or HTML so that this file can be opened using the web browser. When a browser displays a web page, it will not display the markup tags. The browser uses the markup tags to understand the layout of the page. Actually, when you open your HTML file, you can view the source code using the view source. This is an example of an HTML document. When you type this program in your text editor or any web page development kit, you will be able to view 2 lines of code. This is my first paragraph and also this is my second paragraph. When a browser displays a web page, it will not display the markup tags. The text between HTML and /HTML tags describes a web page. The text between the body and /body tags is displayed in the web browser. The text between the P and /P tags is displayed as paragraphs. The text between B and /B tags is displayed in a bold font. Actually, these are just some basic HTML markup tags. Aside from B, which will make your text in a bolder form, of course, we have also the I, which will make your text in an italic form. Writing in HTML. In this tutorial, we use a plain text editor, just like for example the Notepad, to edit HTML. This is a good way to learn HTML as a beginner. However, professional developers often prefer HTML editors like FrontPage or Dreamweaver instead of writing plain text. And also, we have the new software, which is the Sense Studio, that will display the output automatically same as to other software. HTML headings. Headings are defined with H1 to H6 tags. H1 defines the largest tag, while H6 defines the smallest tag or heading. As we can view here in this example, we have H1, H2, and H3. It displays that H1 has the biggest, largest heading compared to other headings. Just like, for example, the H2 and H3. HTML automatically displays an empty line before and after headings. HTML paragraphs. Paragraphs are defined with a P tag. In this example, we have two P tag. Just like this is the paragraph and this is another paragraph. HTML automatically displays an empty line before and after a paragraph, as what it was been indicated before. HTML links. Now, what is an HTML links? Of course, we have links or hyperlinks in our web pages, and this makes our web pages more interactive to the user. HTML links are defined with a tag. We have here an example. This is a link. This is a link will be displayed in the web browser, and at the same time, it is a hyperlink, wherein if you click this word, it will go directly to the website given with this http www.w3schools.com. So if you click this is a link in your web page, it will direct automatically to www.w3schools.com. The A tag contains an attribute href to provide the link address. However, in designing a web page, you can also insert images, just like, for example, this tag. HTML tags are defined with the img tag. An example of this is the img src and then the const.pr4.gif, which provides as the file name of the picture. You may or may not design the width or height. The name of the image and the size are provided as attributes. And of course, the file name of the image should be on the same location of the web page. HTML line breaks. Use the BR tag if you want a break or a line break or a new line without starting a new paragraph. The BR tag is an empty tag. It has no end tag like any other tags, just like, for example, the H1 or the body. Of course, you need to have an end tag. HTML comments. You can also put some comments in your web page using this comment. Comments can be inserted in the HTML code to make it more readable and understandable. Comments are ignored by the browser and not displayed. And even comments are also used in other programming language if we are going to relate this software to other programs. There is an exclamation point after the opening bracket, but not before the closing bracket. HTML output useful tips. You cannot be sure exactly how HTML will be displayed. Large screens, small screens, and resized browser windows will create different results. With HTML, you cannot change the output by adding extra spaces or extra lines in your HTML code. But otherwise, you need to use the BR tag or the NBSP for some spacing. The browser will remove extra spaces and extra lines when the page is displayed. Any number of lines count as one space and any number of spaces count as one space. How to view HTML source? Have you ever seen a web page and wondered, how did you do that? Yes, of course. When you wanted to view the source code, of course, you just click the view option in your browser's toolbar and select source or page source. This will open a window that shows you the HTML code of the page and the basic tags. These are the basic tags being given in this example. We have the HTML, which defines an HTML document, the body, which defines the document's body, H1 to H6 defines header 1 to header 6, P defines a paragraph, BR inserts a single line break, HR defines a horizontal rule, and we have also defines a comment with an exclamation point after the opening bracket. Terima kasih. Thank you.